Dear students, in today's lecture of International Business Management, we will be discussing about what are the various driving forces of international trade and what are the restraints in front of international trade. See, the driving force, or which you can say it as drivers of international trade, are those push and pull factors which motivate and propel the firms or countries to go for international trade. So here in this video, we will be uh, studying those driving forces which motivate the various firms for going internationally. So drivers or driving force. See, drivers are the pull and push forces which motivate companies to go global for international trade. So the first driver which we can study here is like that are the declining trade barriers. See, the trade earlier before the LPG um, policy, there are very restrictions in trade between the various countries. So those restrictions are known as the barriers. Like we have we cannot various barriers like tariff is there, then there is excise duties are there, and many more barriers are there. So so companies cannot enter into international market very easily. But now after the policy of liberalization, the trade barriers are get loosened, and there is decline in the trade barriers now, and opening the doors for various companies to enter into the global market for international trade. There are many modes of entering into international market or international business that we will be discussing later in this video series of international business management. And now the second driver is the declining investment barriers. These are basically the pull factors which pull the countries and companies to invest into the international other countries and enter into the international business. So, like we have a foreign direct investment, then in many of the cases we have 100% foreign direct investment. So there is decline in the investment barriers. Then expansion of market is also one of the uh, reason or pull factor for the international business. Like more and more companies are exploring the new foreign markets for their products, and that get the maximum customer base over there. Another is the firms can get the better quality of human resource at a cheaper rate or the less cost. So this is also one of the driver into the uh, international business. These all are the pull factors. Then generation of greater profit. Then because we the companies can explore new market, new customer base, and that will definitely generate or provide greater revenue to them. So this is also one of the factors which motivate the firms to go global. Then advancement and technology, that we get more new technologies which we may not get into the domestic market. So we can get them, and as we all know, there is free movement of factors of production. So like easily we can get advanced technologies. Then emergence of trading blocks. So like we have various trading blocks, that is the trading associations. Like We have European Union, we have ASEAN, NAFTA is there. So these are the various trading blocks. SARC is there. So these are the various trading blocks which help the member countries for into international business. Another is WTO, World Trade Organization. Establishment of World Trade Organization also help or become a positive factor in increase in international business. So these are the various pull factors. Now if we talk about the push factors, like the product which the companies are producing, they produce that in abundant form. So none other the reason to go global, so that the surplus production may get used in the form of export. Another could be like the people are not getting the raw material, or getting the raw material at a very high cost, and that the same material they will be getting somewhere at a cheaper rate in the across the border. So they can also, these are the push factors basically. So now if we talk about the what are the restraining forces. See, restraining force are those factors which became the barriers, which became the hurdle in the process of international business. Like we have divided the restraining forces into two parts, that are the external and internal factors. Like if we talk about the external factors, those are the factors like the government policies which are into the external environment. So like government policies related to trade, whether the government is following the protection, or they are having that free trade policies are there. So if the form is the government is in the favor of protectionism or protective policy of trade, then definitely they will put more and more barriers for import, or you can say that import quota subsidies to the domestic market players. So these are the external factors which restrain the process of international business, like strict trade barriers, voluntary restraints are there. And internal factors are basically those factors which are related to the within the organizations. Like I have discussed, I will discuss one factor into this, that is the management myopia or never sightedness. Like the company sometimes they focus only on the the one time profit or short term plan, and target only the local market. So this type of policy, this type of behavior may restrain the process of globalization or the process of international business. Hope the points are clear to you all. Uh, in the next lecture, that will be the third lecture, we will be discussing about what is the difference between international trade and the domestic trade.